Hello, Gary Stom here from Youreka, and today we're covering our Delta release, which is chock full of exciting new feature and functionality. The one we're going to focus on in this brief video is Translation Manager. So for those of you that have multi-language requirements and you'd like to re-render the form in whatever language is supported by Salesforce, this is a great new powerful feature for you. And instead of having to right-click and tab everything open, it allows you to do it in a single pane of glass, kind of flattening that data model. And then whether you're online or offline, your technicians can translate the form on the fly. If they're preferring English and they'd like to show the form in German, Spanish, whatever that language might be, they could re-render that information, put it in front of a customer if they need to at any point in time. It's great to be able to manage one master template and be able to report across multiple languages. And it allows you to translate it quickly and effectively. You can make some quick modifications. There's an import and export with the CSV. It's a great way of standing up that global solution with multi-language very quickly. Let me give you a quick demonstration here just so you can understand it a little bit better. Today in my asset inspection form, you can see I've got a lot of questions here, and it's pulling data directly from Salesforce. Then I've got pre-safety checks down below. But if at any point I want to translate this into a language that I'm more comfortable with, you can see all of my questions re-rendering and each of the sections doing the same, as well as any of those potential answer values for those pick list values. And again, any language that you might be using, so long as it's supported by Salesforce, we certainly support it as well. But it will re-render on the fly, and this is supported on or offline. This was on my mobile device. The same is supported from desktop as well if you'd like to translate from desktop. And what I was talking about earlier on when I said that instead of having to right-click and tab everything open, here is my form template that I just demonstrated. Typically, you'd have to go into a related list. We'd have to tab open each of our sections and each of our questions. And each of the questions and sections have a related list. And you can see my translations here down below. So you simply create a translation record, plug in the language that you'd like or want to support, and then plug in your translated value. And then the user, whether they're on desktop, mobile, online, or offline, will be able to re-render the form according to whatever language they select. Now, the newest release inside of our Delta release is including our Translation Manager UI. So I'm going to pull up a quick translation of an incident report form template. And today we're going to translate it to German. So as I select the language, it shows me all of the different sections with the questions that are inside of each one. It shows me the progress of the entire template as well as the progress of each of the sections. Now, if I want to focus on a specific section, I can use our AI translator here to translate the missing values or all of the values. And it will translate on the fly using AI and then plug those values in and allow me to save it down below. So it'll just cache these and store these locally. I can make some additional changes if I have a technical portion of the form and I want to use that technical name, no problem. Totally up to you. But we'll save that and it stores it as a related list record, so it will re-render on the fly as I select a language in the form, again on desktop or mobile. I also have the ability to translate the entire form or translate the missing values of the entire form, so I wouldn't have to go into each of those sections and click that button. I can do it all en masse, and that will do that. Of course, it's going to take a couple of seconds here because I have quite a few questions and answer values, but it'll translate all of the sections, the questions, the answer values for me, and then save them locally here, and then I'll be able to save it down below. Well, again, we're waiting for that to finalize. We also have the ability to do this. If you've got somebody that you don't want managing the form templates themselves as an admin, you simply can export this to a CSV, share that file with them, let them translate it, and then we can import that CSV. It's a great way of sharing that with some power users that potentially have that native tongue comfortability and perhaps the familiarity with the assets that we are inspecting out in the field. But again, quickly and easily, this UI allows you to, it saves you a ton of time here to translate all those different sections, questions, answer values, quickly and easily. Even the rich text guidance that's in there, it even keeps the formatting within. And of course, you'll be able to translate those further if you need to. But a great starting point to get you 99% of the way there. Plug in the additional values, and you can build these forms at scale for your global solutions for all the different languages that you may be deploying in your solution. Now, if you have any questions about this Delta release or Translation Manager in general, please reach out to us. We're happy to demo this or answer any questions that you might have. But certainly appreciate the time and hope to hear from you soon.